Hey guys, it's Retail Investor here, Jared. I just wanted to talk about Australian superannuation here for a quick minute. So recently, the Albanese government, Labor, is talking about introducing a superannuation tax on unrealised capital gains on superannuation accounts over $3 million. If you were to ask me, this is criminal. This should not be done. This is a terrible idea. How can you tax something that how can you tax somebody's money that hasn't even been made yet? This is just stupid as. Like, who would have thought politicians could be this dumb? And who's to say they're not going to stop with just superannuation? Because we all know what government does. As soon as they get a taste for something, they want more. They want more. So if we take a minute to think of what will be next after this, you're looking at your investment properties. Could be subject to an unrealised capital gains. And what does that mean? Are you going to have to sell your property to come up with this extra money? Like, we're talking of tens of thousands of dollars that this may be. You may have to take out a second mortgage, just pay for your capital gains. And this could get worse by it could be your personal house. And obviously that is scary. And the Australian people need to be awake for this, because, like I said, if you let them get their foot in the door, then they're off to the races. Who knows where they'll stop? Because as you know, in Australia, spending is out of control, and for the foreseeable future, they're going to have to raise taxes or find money elsewhere, aka unrealised capital gains tax on superannuation. The second part of what I wanted to talk about today is, once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just the average Joe chucking his opinion out here. So me personally, I think superannuation is a great idea in reality, but could our money be working a hell of a lot better than what it is being managed under one of these traditional superannuation funds here in Australia? I'm pretty sure that the super funds, they struggle to get over an 8% return, between 8 and 9% return here in Australia. If you ask me, if you were to put your money and invest it in the S&P 500, did it all yourself in a self-managed super funds, let's say you were never to sell this asset, you would just, and this is assuming that they don't bring in this non-capital gains, of course. So let's say you were to put your money into a S&P 500, and every month or so you buy more of the S&P 500, and you never took a profit, you never sold it, so you wouldn't have to pay any taxes going forward, and you would just let that money compound. I believe it's about a 11% return for the S&P 500 is the average, give or take a little bit. That's going to do you a hell of a lot better than what superannuation is going to do for you. And like I said, it's set and forget. It's as simple as a click of a few buttons, you make a deposit. Technology's there now where this is really easy to do. The other thing is, as well, obviously, with your legacy superannuation fund, now they are constantly buying, selling. Obviously, this creates brokerage fees. You got to pay taxes on this with your legacy super fund. Then there's all these other different fees and deductions and in your super fund, and if you scroll through, you'll be able to see them all. But obviously, there's like some stuff, but you got to pay for it, of course, like death insurance and stuff like that. With the legacy super funds, you obviously wouldn't get that in a self-managed, but you're still paying for that every year, kind of gets deducted out of your fees in your legacy super. So that's something to weigh up as well. That might persuade your opinion or not in that decision. I know where I stand on that decision, and yeah, yeah, that's all I had. I'll catch you.